the definitions are important to understand when you read the rule what it means.
Right.
That's the reason why you would do the definitions first. So the National Iceboat Authority starts out in the definitions defining the courses, but we're going to deal with the courses. We sail the standard course. We'll deal with courses down the road. We're concerned about the racing rules. So on the wind means you're going upwind. You're heading, that's the term used in the National Iceboat Authority. On the wind means upwind. Yacht heading less than 90 degrees from the direction from which the actual wind is blowing is on the wind. Off the wind, yacht heading more than 90 degrees from the direction in which the actual wind is blowing is off the wind. So that's your upwind and downwind. Starboard tack, straightforward. Tack is on the yacht's on the starboard tack when the actual wind is approaching her from the right side. Port tack is the yacht's on the port tack when the actual wind is approaching her from the left side. And windward and leeward yacht. When two yachts are on the same tack, the one on the side from which the actual wind is blowing is the windward yacht, and the other is leeward yacht. So that's windward, and that applies both upwind and downwind. Tacking, a yacht is tacking from the moment she is beyond actual head to wind until her mainsail is filled on the other side. Jibing, a yacht is jibing when the actual wind aft the foot of her mainsail crosses her center line until it's filled on the other side. Then obstructions is important. Any object that a yacht cannot safely sail over. And we sail around obstructions a lot. And there's specific rules for how you deal with obstructions. Mark, any object which a yacht must round or pass on a required side to properly round the course. And I think everybody here is familiar with what we use, big monstrous triangular marks with a flag on, you can see. Then the other darling mark, we'll cover that if we get into the other courses. And then outside, in Rule 8 of the right-of-way rules, any yacht to the right of another yacht is the outside yacht. And that applies upwind and downwind. And it gets more complicated from there, as Bob has given us a list of things. Cancellation, postpone is canceled when a race is one that can't be sailed thereafter. These are more administrative, really. Postponement means you can resail it. Completed abandonment. So I think now you go on to your right-of-way rules. And the very first thing on the right-of-way rules is the purpose of the following rules is to prevent collisions. That's the number one first thing. Before you even get to a numbered rule, that's the rule. And there's one thing that was done in the National Iceboat Authority was to try and bring information from the various appeals that had taken place over the years, which were always in the book as like a bunch of appendices, and transfer and put information from those appeals in the body with the racing rules, so that there's a footnote, and you can see the footnote right on the page that you're looking at. So under the footnote associated with the purpose of the rules is to prevent collisions is the sailing rules and race management rules are designed to provide a safe and fair race. The rules should not be used with tactical advantage, a prime concern, but rather should be used to avoid collisions. So,
and the other thing about that is if particularly in mark roundings, if someone comes in and fouls at a mark rounding, they're going to come in straight on port, right on the ley line at a mark, and they're not going to give way. You don't hit them, obviously. You need to. The skipper, even if he's in the right, has to take the responsibility to try to avoid a collision. And that's an important thing. I hope that's self-evident, that you would want to go ahead and do that. But what I thought is I'd like these guys to start to take us through, identification, because they've been racing so long, to start to apply the rules as it goes from going off onto this side versus over on the starboard side, and then we'll go through and define the rules as they kind of speak what they're doing. I think
Want to start with there's 9 rules. Should we start with rule 1 and as they apply?
Yep, let's do it.
except that the A before that is fair sailing. In all situations, the judges, race committee, and contestants must act in terms of common sense, safety, and good sportsmanship. That's A. Then section B is the rules. So.